Our planet may be dying one ice melt at a time, but we humans want to live a long, long life. And we do all we can to extend our lifespan. We work out, we eat healthy, we try to go for regular health checkups. We drink juice, conduct health research on longevity. We even buy clean air, or what is sold to us as clean air. Like I said, anything we can to live a longer and healthier life. What if we told you that the secret to a long life is not in juice bottles, it is in an old brew? A study says tea may be the secret to a long life. This study was conducted in the UK. Researchers collected data from 500,000 men and women. So a good sample size, 500,000. They were all aged 40 to 69. About 85% of them said they drank tea regularly. You know what the study found? People who drank 2 or more cups of tea a day had between 9 to 13% lower risk of dying from heart diseases and strokes. The findings were published in the Annals of Internal Medicine. And here's the bit I found the most interesting. The researchers said that the result was the same regardless of whether you added milk to the tea or sugar, same with the temperature. In other words, tea supposedly helps you live longer irrespective of how you drink it, with milk, without milk, cold, warm, with sugar, it doesn't matter. Most of the people in the study were drinkers of black tea, neither green tea nor brewed flowers, ginger or lemongrass masquerading as tea. Also, like I mentioned, the study was conducted in the UK, so the results are relevant for a middle-aged white population or the drinkers of the famous English breakfast tea. But what about the rest? Does it apply to us? Tea is the world's most consumed drink in the world after water, the world's most consumed drink. Turkey is the world's leading tea drinker. It is followed by Ireland, the United Kingdom, Russia and Morocco. Turks don't add milk to their tea, just a few cubes of sugar. In Morocco, mint tea is a symbol of hospitality. You may have seen videos of tea being poured into small glasses from a height. Well, that's how the Moroccans drink their tea. In Japan, tea is an art. There is a legit tea preparation ceremony. It is called chanoyu. It starts with the matcha powder being measured in what they call a chashaku, or a small ladle. The tea is then brewed in a bowl called the chawan. Water is slowly mixed using a handmade bamboo whisk. The ceremony focuses on the aesthetics, on the motions of the host who is making the tea. Taiwan is famous for its bubble tea. You may know it as boba, or black pearl tea. It's an iced tea made with sweetener and tapioca. It is believed that tea was born in China. Traditional Chinese tea is sold in the form of tea cakes, also called pu'er. Chinese households believe in drinking tea in small sips, like fine wine. China is also the world's leading tea exporter. But what about India? Tea is hands down India's favorite drink. India is also the world's second largest tea producer. Around 80% of the tea grown in India is consumed domestically. Yet the per capita consumption is not as high compared to Morocco or the UK. Most Indians like their tea black or in the form of masala chai. A YouGov survey, a recent survey in India, found that 25% of the people feel that India is increasingly leaning towards coffee. Worldwide, though, tea from India remains among the most coveted. So what is it that makes tea, quote unquote, healthy? Tea is high in what we call polyphenols. These are antioxidants. They've been associated with the reduced risk of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes and cancer. So coming back to the question, if tea is an elixir, does this apply for those outside the UK too? The recent research is not a one-off. Earlier studies in China's Tianjin Medical University found that people who consume 2 to 5 cups of tea a day have lower risk of stroke or dementia. But I'll tell you why we take these studies with a pinch of salt, why we should. Because very often these studies also have vested interests. We've not been able to find any links if this study was funded by a tea board or not. But that's very often the case. One day a study claims green tea helps in weight loss. The next day another study says hibiscus tea is rich in vitamins, or chamomile tea is good for your skin. Some cheer for matcha tea, some for spearmint tea, even the humble kawa. When the pandemic struck, Indians began drinking what's called kadha. It's a brew made of pepper, ginger and basil. In some parts of the world, this drink would qualify as tea. But just like kadha, there was no real guarantee that tea is actually beneficial for you or that it helps you live longer. Studies are often as good as a chocolate teapot. I'll end by saying what I always say in such stories. Talk to your doctor before you decide what is and what is not your cup of tea. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.